Picture me rolling, tip of my chauffeur. Niggas look jealous, you gotta control it. Reaching my quota, mixing my soda. Feeling connected to God, trying to get closer.
Guys, today's video, I'm finally filming it. I know I posted on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on my Instagram, you guys can follow me now. I'm gonna put it somewhere here on the screen. When I tell you guys I struggled to film this video, so if I sound a little raspy or like light voiced, it was my allergies. Sorry, you guys. So I asked you guys what type of business video you guys wanted to see next, and you guys voted for like my business mistakes. If you guys are new and this is your guys' first video you're watching of mine, my name's Desiree, and I do own I hate this camera, why doesn't it focus? I do own a small boutique. It's called Blue the Collection. I'm gonna leave it somewhere here on the screen, so if you guys want to purchase, support, you guys can. So basically I started a business series maybe not too long ago. Dang, did I start when I can't remember if I started when I first launched or not. But I started my business series. This is probably like my 6th episode maybe. I do want to get consistent with it for you guys because I do get a lot of business questions, which is why I started my business series. And just a side note before we get into the video, I'm going to, starting today, it is July 25th and it's Saturday, I'm going to try to keep consistent with these business videos and my other videos. I know I say that all the time, but I feel like YouTube obviously these business videos will help me, help you guys, and I just want to document my journey through my small business and through my boutique. And it'll be a year, August 13th, that I will have launched my business, and I haven't really documented too much, but I do want to document like a lot of things for you guys, just so you can see like the behind the scenes. It's just hard because I get really busy and then I get stressed and then I'm not ready, and it's just a whole thing filming a video. So I have my little notebook here, so I'm just gonna be referring back to my notebook. If you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. And before we get into the video, again, I just want to let you guys know that these are mistakes that I've made. They might not be mistakes for you guys, and maybe just take this as something before starting your business, or if you already started your business. What works for me may not work for you, and I'm gonna say that in every business video I film, because I know I was watching like 1,000 business videos, following all these steps people were giving me, and it wasn't working. Well, not that it wasn't working, but just it's not gonna work the way exactly it works for one person for another, if that makes sense. So just take it for what it is. I'm just letting you guys know these aren't all mistakes that I've made. They're just kind of learning, take them as learning lessons. These are just things to keep in mind when either starting your business, while doing business, etc. First one I'm gonna start off with, sorry you guys, my throat, my allergies are killing me. So the first one I'm gonna tell you guys is actually a mistake, and I'm still making it right now because your girl hasn't went to the bank. It's to have a business bank account, so a separate bank account from your regular checking, savings account, personal account. I should have got mine when I got my LLC, like before I started my business, but I was like, no big deal. I know I'm not gonna be making like $1 trillion in the beginning. I actually didn't start making like consistent sales until April 2020, a few months ago. I have to go get a business bank account because I don't know the money. Like, I can tell you at the top of my head, but I'm not keeping track of the money coming in and going out. And then with Shopify, it does take a few days, I think like a day or two, for them to pay you, for your payout to come. So that's really important, especially if you have an LLC. I have one and I do not have a business bank account. I've heard that Chase is probably one of the best to have your business bank account. I personally have Navy Federal and US Bank, and I was thinking about going to Chase, but I kind of don't want to open another account with somebody. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with Navy Federal because I actually have a credit line with them. Like, I've taken out a few loans, I have a credit card, and you just want to build that business relationship with the bank so that later in the future, if you want to have them lend you money, or if you want a business credit card, they can offer you that because you have that relationship with them. So that's the only reason why this camera does not focus. That's the only reason why I think I'm gonna be going towards Navy Federal, and they're very lenient with loans. So not that I need one, but if I did, it'd work out for me. So that would be like number one mistake don't make. Another thing that kind of ties in to not having a business bank account is overspending and not having a budget. I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos. Having a budget is super important. I'm guilty of overspending and not having a budget. You should try to get your budget down before starting your business and stick with your budget. Have a budget, stick with your budget. Keep track with, if you have a business bank account, it'll be easier. Keep track of what's coming in, what you're spending to go out, what you can spend. If you're doing PR, count that as money that you're giving, even though it's just inventory, because that could be something that you could have sold to somebody. Just try to stay organized with all of that. Which brings me to my third one, which is not staying organized. And by staying organized, I mean not the way you're putting things, but staying organized with what you're ordering, what you have coming in. If you're a boutique, you know there are pre-orders you can do, so you can order something today, but it won't be coming in until August 5th, so then the vendor won't charge you till August 4th, and then they'll ship it out the 5th when they receive it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. So you want to keep track of like all your pre-orders, the things you have. Keep track of your expenses. Again, that's where that comes in. I made the mistake. I've ordered so many things and I'm like, oh, another package, like I forgot I ordered that, because that was me overspending and not keeping track of my inventory. I am now, let me show you guys. I told you guys I used to be a finance assistant for a law firm, and I used to have to organize like their receipts, their expenses, all on like a little Excel spreadsheet. So I just went into Google Sheets, and now I got myself a little iPad. I'm organizing like everything on Google Drive, my inventory, my expenses, what my goal is monthly for like what I want to make, the vendors I'm purchasing from, everything coming in like clothes wise, making sure everything is like quality check and stuff. So I'm organizing all that. All my PR girls, I have them all on here. I have their discount codes, their sizes, what I'm sending them, just so that I know who's posting what, if they've posted everything, because I send out PR. I have like maybe, let's see, I have 13 PR girls as of now. Sometimes I forget what I send them, and I'm like, did I send her that? Like, has she taken a picture in that? Just to keep track of everything. I love Google, so that's why I decided to use Google Excel. And then if I ever wanted, like if I hired somebody, I can easily share this list with whoever I hire. Another mistake I've made, which I'm not going to make anymore, because since I don't have my business bank account, I don't want to spend any money right now besides the stuff that I've already pre-ordered. I'm obviously not going to cancel, but you don't want to have too much inventory. I know I have a lot of people questioning, like, how much should I start with? How much did you start with? How many things should I have? And it's really up to you, but I would say to start small, just so you're not spending that much money and staying within your budget. And I'm sure if you're just starting, you want to spend the least amount of money. So don't overspend. Don't think you have to buy 20 things. I think I started with 20 things. Maybe start with either 5 to 10, but it's really up to you. Like, you'll see at your pace. Since we're talking about inventory, you're gonna wanna quality check and count things as they come in. Again, I'm still struggling with this because I'm not as organized as I want to be right now with my inventory. I have a lot of stuff, including this dress. We just got this dress in today that hasn't went up, that I've had for maybe like a month, that I still have to take pictures in and post. So you want to count things as they come in. So everything coming in, you want to make sure everything's there and do a quality check, because I cannot tell you how many times I've been sent the wrong thing and they've sent me the wrong sizes. So normally everything's supposed to come in 2 small, 2 medium, 2 large, or 3 small, 2 medium, 2 large. they end up sending me no small and just medium and large, which they will correct it, but not if it's been like 2 weeks and I'm sitting on this inventory for 2 weeks because I didn't bother checking the sizes, checking the quality. I've been sent the wrong things before and haven't even noticed until I was counting everything, and I was like, this isn't what I ordered. Like, this backpack is not what I ordered. You want to count things as they come in. Again, being organized, you can write it down in a notebook, write down everything that's about to come in. When it comes in, write down how many you have of each so that you know what you have. Because I've counted things before and then I send out PR and I'm like, wait, I'm short a small on this because I sent it to this girl. You'll keep track of that as well, especially if you're keeping track of what you're sending to for your PR if you have PR. Just staying nice and organized and doing quality checks, making sure nothing's messed up, nothing's ripped, and that you're able to tell the vendor as soon as you receive it, hey, you sent me this and it has a hole. This next one, I am guilty of. In the beginning of my business, like, I was really consistent in the beginning and then I kind of fell off. You want to stay consistent, and I know people always talk about like consistency is key. No, it really, really is. That's when I really started seeing growth. So I told you guys I opened my store in August of last year. I was consistent until maybe like November because I burned my hand, and then I wasn't in December. And February came around and we were quarantined, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get on it. I need to get consistent. I'm not seeing the numbers I want to see. I'm not seeing the growth I want to see, and I knew it was because I wasn't being consistent. And I noticed, like, on any platform, even YouTube, when I'm super consistent, like, numbers go up. And I mean as like following, interacting, like people seeing my videos, people like coming. And the only reason it's consistency is because the more you post, the more people have to see. So you want to be consistent, and you want to be consistent on multiple platforms. And I know if you have a regular 9-to-5 or you work a job and you having your business as your side hustle, or you want it to be your full-time but it's not right now, I know it can be hard staying consistent. But if you learn to manage your time well, and I'm telling you guys this because I don't manage my time well. I haven't been, but I have in the past before. And you have to make time for it, and you will if you really, really want it. You have to really ask yourself, like, am I giving my all? Because I know sometimes I don't give my all, and then the results will show that I'm making excuses and I'm not giving it my all. And it'll show, like, the numbers, nothing's happening. Like, I'm stuck at 300 followers for months. Why? Because I'm not being consistent and I'm not putting in the work. I would say to at least be consistent on 2 platforms to start out with. Try to stay consistent on 1 platform, and once you get that 1 platform down, try to stay consistent on 2 platforms, and then even 3. My 3 platforms I have on here where I promote my business is YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And I remember Gary Vee talking about TikTok like blowing up, like being the next thing, and look at it, it is. So if I would have started on TikTok in August, I would have had more of a following and more people coming from TikTok to my Instagram and to shop my store. And I realized, like, I think I posted 2 videos maybe a few weeks ago. I had girls coming saying, I saw your TikTok, blah 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 blah. So you want to try to stay consistent at least on 1 platform. I know it can be hard because I'm not even working a 9-to-5 anymore, and it's hard for me, so I can only imagine. But you can, if you really, really want it and you want to make the effort. So just be honest with yourself about the work you're actually putting in, and if you're doing all that you can do and you feel like you're doing all that you can do with your business and you don't see it growing, then that means you need to do more. That means you need to double up and do more until you see the numbers you want to see. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on how to grow your business platform, maybe like grow your business Instagram. I don't know what I'm gonna call it just yet, but I know I felt like I was being super consistent at one point, and I'm like, nothing's happening. So then I would double how much I was posting in a day. Just know that video is coming, because I know I get a lot of questions about growing your social media platform and your business and actually like making sales and stuff. And we're actually really fortunate, you guys, that we have social media, because back in the day I used to do door-to-door salesman, and who the hell would want to do door-to-door salesman, not me. I hate doing sales on the phone. So imagine in person, door-to-door, like, no thank you. We have a big advantage as like 2020 to grow our business, to do it from home. I'm just not gonna even get into that, but that'll be for the next video. The last one, the last mistake, wait, this isn't the last one, actually, no it's not. I have this one and then one more after this and then we're done. So it depends, like it really depends, because my aunt and my cousin are starting her business and it's working out for them, but I wouldn't suggest, just in my opinion, opening a business with a friend or a family member. But it depends. Like, I'm not saying that's the case all the time, but it really depends. So I told you guys previously that I was supposed to open my business with a friend who I'm no longer friends with anymore, and I'm not just saying it because that happened to me. I'm saying it because you really want to think about it. Like, there's a lot of successful people who have businesses with their family and their family-owned businesses, and that's good, but you want to think about what you want. So do you want to have to ask somebody every time, like, should we do this, should we do that, should we, like, for my personal reason, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have my own business, do what I wanted, and that would be a reason that I shouldn't have tried to involve another person with, like, a husband, a boyfriend, or a friend at all. So that's just something to think about. That's not a mistake I made, because I didn't make that mistake, but that's something to think about if you're thinking about starting a business with a friend or a significant other. Like I told you, it's working perfectly fine for my aunt and my cousin, and I'm so happy for them, but it'd be something to think about if you're thinking about outside family, I guess I would say. And even if you're thinking about doing it with a family member, if you know you guys clash a lot, I would just double think that too. But that's just something to think about. I'm not saying that's a mistake and that do not do it, but just to throw it out there. Okay, this is the last one, and then I'm gonna leave you guys because I got some pictures I gotta take and I gotta go to the store. You already know that's a whole mission of its own. So the last one would be not to give away so many things, and maybe it was just me who made this mistake, but don't give away free things because you're excited about it. I was giving away free things, like I was giving away, fortunate for me, a lot of my PR I gave away in the beginning benefited me because I have a lot of I guess you can say influencer friends. I've just built a lot of good relationships with girls prior to starting my business who've had a large following. I've given away PR and have not gotten any pictures a few times, and I'm not talking about my main girls that I'm sending pictures to now. Even if you're one of my girls and you take a minute to post, as long as you post and it's within like a month, I'm happy. Like, it's not like I want you to get your package and you post in a day or two. Like, that's cool if you do it, and I make a mental note of that, but don't give away free things. And you're gonna notice when you open your business, people are gonna come flocking to you, and they're gonna be like, well, if you need a model, like, bitch, if I needed a model, I would have asked you. Like, no. Like, people are gonna come out of the woodworks with stuff. They're gonna come out of the woodworks with all types of stuff. Don't give away free stuff. My own aunt, my best friend, they shop for me. Like, they spend their coin with me. I have given them free things before, and I always offer, like, my family members and friends, really close friends, well, I have a best friend, but I offer them things for free. And no, people who really want to support you will spend the money to support you without a discount, without free product. Like, no. You do want to be really careful with the PR you're giving out. I'm not gonna say no names, but your girl saw some tea the other day, and this girl sent this girl a PR package, and this girl had like a substantial amount of followers. Like, she had a lot. And I guess this girl never posted, I guess she posted in her clothes, but she never acknowledged that they were from her shop, and the girl sent her a lot of stuff. And then the girl ended up not posting in the clothes, but not acknowledging that it came from her boutique, and she ended up selling them on Poshmark. So just be really careful and selective on who you send PR to. And even if they do have a larger following, I'm gonna do a whole separate video on like what I look in when I send PR, how that whole process works, and how to get influencers to want to take pictures in your things and stuff. I would just be careful with that. And just another suggestion, instead of doing PR, maybe you can do like PR giveaways. That really helps me. Or just maybe doing a giveaway like once a week or something. Giveaways really help. I'm gonna share that whole tips about, I don't know what I'm gonna share, but I have information for you guys about like PR and giveaways and stuff. But that would be something to look into rather than just doing PRs and looking for like people with larger numbers to send PR to. I was gonna get into a whole spiel about PR and like not really looking at somebody's following count, but I am gonna do a whole separate video on all those things, like touching all these bases that I'm kind of just like giving you guys a little bit. This video was mainly about mistakes I've made and things to think about before starting your business, or if you're starting your business and you feel like it needs a little bit improvement. So that's pretty much wraps up the video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Hopefully it's helpful for one of you guys. If you guys have any more business related videos you guys want me to do, you can DM me on Instagram. Again, I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put my boutique's Instagram up here. My next business video I'm aiming for is to do the vendors one. I know you guys have been waiting for that video. Just like different vendors to shop from, websites and stuff. I did give a little bit advice on that and like overall everything about business and starting your own business, especially your boutique business, in the last business video I did. So I hope this video was helpful to somebody, anybody out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested, this is actually a dress and it will be up probably next week. I'll probably drop this video tomorrow. I'm gonna edit it tonight and then try to have it up by tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in my next one.